center. The tail of the tape. Two young fighters. Same reach, weight right there. Mirror image of back and forth. The difference being that Luis Padilla has been a pro since he was 16.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. Indio, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing white with pink, he weighed in officially 115 pounds. In 20 professional fights, his record stands at 15 victories, 3 defeats, 2 bouts even with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando el hijo de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Luis Callado Padilla! And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Wearing silver with black, he weighed in officially 114 3/4 pounds. In 10 professional fights, he is perfect. 10 victories, no defeats, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated super flyweight from Los Angeles, California, Scrappy John Ramirez!
Finally, the tempo hack gets taken off. They got to fix the hair, though. You got to fix the fro. For Scrappy Ramirez, Surdo Ramirez on his side, Azajo Venetian. They all train at Brickhouse Boxing right there with young Julian Chua, who's an excellent trainer on the come-up. Now this is where Scrappy, okay, you may think he's messing around, whatever, but when he gets in the ring, he takes it serious, locks in.
Hey, here's good. I can't stop yet. Si quieres, want to touch gloves, do it now. God bless.
Here we go. Our main event, Golden Boy Fight Night, 10-round schedule. The super flyweight division. Bethel Durant, Marlene Esparza, the champ, and Brandy Flores, our ringside reporter. There you see John Scrappy Ramirez. Said he wants to put the division on notice. All right, well, we'll talk about it.
About to find out.
Be
This is
about
the moment we've been waiting for.
Luis Padilla, El Callado.
Ready? Ready?
Got that Callado nickname on the side of his neck. And right away, Scrappy comes in with a leading left hook, trying to make an impression. So trying to catch him off guard, didn't do it this time. Last time he was in the ring, last May in Ontario, California, had a huge knockout. Literally knocked his opponent out of the ring. Scrappy Ramirez, 26 years old. Started boxing just 7 years ago. He said he was up to no good in the streets. He was always an athlete, played football. OSD, Bernstein High School. Grew up in a rough neighborhood, so he was bussed out of his neighborhood to go to Bernstein High School. He was good. He was running back, played a little JUCO football.
Yeah, and it drives him a lot that he feels like he's always been an underdog. So I think he's really trying to show out, and he's not used to he's used to being under this type of pressure.
Let's just say that Scrappy, he knows he's short, and he doesn't feel like he is.
Correct.
This guy walks around like he's 6'5".
Right, correct. His ego needs a whole suburban.
That chip on his shoulder is definitely there, but the talent is going to be on display tonight. He's got to show it. And he's got a solid opponent in Padilla. He's 22 years old. He mentioned turned pro at the age of 16.
Yeah, and with Padilla's demeanor, we're going to find out. Yeah, I don't think he's very afraid of Scrappy at all.
Padilla's going to give you the rounds, only 2 stoppages. He said a lot of that was because in his younger career, he was fighting guys who were grown up. He didn't have the power at all.
Yeah, he was learning on the job and didn't really want to sit down on his punches. I think right now what's going to be more of an issue is that Luis Padilla, he has a little bit of an awkward style. Not sure if Scrappy's used to that.
He's gotten more, and Scrappy, he's a workhorse in that gym.
He's doing well. Ramirez, Scrappy.
Yeah, He's not John. He's not Ramirez. He's just Scrappy.
Yeah, I know. Now we just call him Scrappy.
I was at breakfast this morning, and his mom was sitting next to me, and she's like, I was asking her a couple questions. Like, Scrappy this, Scrappy that. And Scrappy, I'm like, do you even know your kid's name?
No, that's his name now. That is exactly what it is.
That's who he is. Good jab from Padilla.
La campana of the bell, gentlemen.
First one in the books.
10.
Am I rushing? What do you think, Roland?
I think he's doing it quite well. I was actually more concerned with Luis Padilla's corner. They're telling him to use the angles, to throw and use angles. That he's really not getting out of the pocket. He's just coming in with his hands up. I want to see if he's able to do that. Because if he uses his reach, does use angles, it will be a lot more difficult for Scrappy to get to him. Like, that is exactly what his corner told him not to do.
Work, gentlemen, work.
Do not just sit there with your guard up. Move.
Luis Fernando Villa Padilla. He's won his last two, and his last fight was in November against a very tough and rugged Carlos Buitrago.
That's exactly what they're looking for Padilla to do. It's hit and move, and use angles, use your reach. Because Scrappy's just too fast and, too athletic to be standing there waiting to get hit.
You see the punches thrown through round one. And landed by Padilla. Snapping the jab is Padilla.
Padilla really needs to stay with the stick, with his jab. Stay with his jab, keep his angles, don't stay there.
It's the first time that Scrappy's scheduled for a 10-rounder. Padilla's been used to this, so it's an see. Mention that Scrappy has a workhorse. He's the kid that they got to kick out of the gym. He works out hard. Everything about him is at a frantic pace.
Yeah, I do like that Scrappy's, even though he's a shorter fighter, is able to really time the longer fighter. He's really explosive when he needs to be.
Good combinations, and that's hurt Padilla.
Yeah,
He's against the ropes, and Scrappy's buckling the knees of the Mexican fighter.
He needs to hold on.
Body shot from Ramirez. Body work again from Ramirez. Going upstairs now.
Padilla needs to hold on.
Padilla's not listening to you, Marlon. He's trying to train, and he's getting tagged in the corner again. Ramirez, 1-2. Wobbly legs for Padilla. Breathing heavy as the Mexican. He's game, though. He's battling back.
La campana of the bell, gentlemen.
Final seconds of a very strong second round for Scrappy Ramirez. DAZN Boy Fight Night's main event.
Time.
Padilla, I want to see if it continues on.
That's what Julian Chua told his young fighter, Scrappy Ramirez. You're breaking him down.
I think Scrappy's corner was right on point. While they're exchanging, just keep your chin down, tennis ball, and make sure that you don't really let him get off. Scrappy's doing his ring general shirt nicely.
Work, gentlemen, work.
I
Trabaja,
don't
trabaja.
think Padilla really knows what to do with it.
Yeah. Scrappy Ramirez is a persona that can rub you the wrong way. He would be that guy on a team sport where you love him on your team and you hate him if he's not on your team.
Correct.
And that's where he got that nickname from. And he was also, as he said, he got to a lot of fights with his own teammates. Because he's also one of those guys that works hard and is going to make you look like if you're not hustling or anything like that. But with Scrappy, though, there's layers to him. He's had that rough upbringing. His brother lost his brother. His brother was sensitive, as you said. His younger sister got an example for her. And you see the power punches through 2 rounds. Scrappy, I got to do this to chase my family and do things. But he knows he's got to, bring the ruckus He's also got to create havoc. You can't be boring.
No, and he's definitely not boring. But he has a lot more depth to him than he's letting people know.
Yeah.
He's not all show. He still has a lot of go in him. And works with kids. You know, been through a lot, but he's always here for game, and he works hard.
And he knows that there's a fine line between being that cocky guy that you want to see lose and the cocky guy that can back it up.
Exactly.
You brought that up to him. Well, I mean, you know that in your own personal experience of people saying, oh, Marlene's this, Marlene's that.
Yeah, but you got to work for it. You got to show up, and he's obviously knows that. He's doing really well.
At the end of the day, it's what do you do in the ring?
Exactly. Exactly.
You can be whooping all you want and calling out all the names, but if you're not performing,
then you're on show no go, and apparently there's a lot of go in Scrappy.
Watch your heads, watch your heads. Stop.
Gonna make it ugly.
Accidental headbutt, let me see.
Accidental headbutt.
You're good. Cuidado.
Scrappy doesn't stop everything he does.
Yeah, Scrappy's really trying to, he's picking it up. Now he's really using his legs, using his angles. Yeah, he's not playing around right now. I heard his coach say round 3, so this is apparently a game plan of how they're going to pick it up.
La campana, the bell, gentlemen.
Scrappy Ramirez, a lot of flair to the young man. He's controlling this fight. So the third round is winding down. And you see Scrappy.
What you are, and you are who you say you are. So he definitely is big on visualization and speaking things into existence.
4th round scheduled for 10 in our main event. Padilla, his cousin is Alfonso Gomez, former Golden Boy fighter. He also fought in the contender with Short Jamora. And he's here ringside yelling instructions to his cousin Padilla. Alfonso fought in this building before. They had a heck of a fight with a good friend of ours, Kamagai. So they went back and forth. But he is a businessman. His family owns shoe stores in Zapopan. And right now, he's got to make sure he doesn't fall into a shoe shine from Scrappy, because Scrappy's trying to put the 1-2 piece together.
Yeah, definitely. Padilla in this round looks like he's understanding that he does need to box. He's doing a bit better job of not just getting caught in a turtle shell.
Also, Regis Plug right here in attendance, sitting ringside. Hugo Ramirez. All enjoying Golden Boy Fight Night. Scrappy looks like he can just do whatever he wants from that, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's having fun. He's really showing what he can do.
Combination from the Mexican.
I like that Scrappy's making adjustments when Padilla does. Padilla's trying to do what he can do to survive, and Scrappy keeps adjusting to whatever happens. And I think that's, you know, that's a beautiful thing for a fighter to make their own adjustments.
Scrappy with over 200 punches thrown for 3.5 rounds. He's very active. You see him, he's got the charisma in there. He's got the orange socks, he's got the orange bangle gloves, even though he's never been to Cincinnati.
You fight like you live, and it shows.
I chose this on his spine.
He fights with personality. He lives with personality.
And that coach for Scrappy, he's all doing his own commentary in there.
I think Padilla's hurt.
You hear the woos from Scrappy? No, sorry, Brad Collins, that wasn't you. That's Scrappy doing a couple woos in the ring. Breaking him down, doing what he wants on Marlene as far as him.
Yeah, absolutely. Padilla has a good way of not showing that he's hurt, but he's taking a lot of shots. I don't think he knows what to do.
Another solid round in our main event for Scrappy Ramirez.
He's a younger coach, but the instructions that he's giving are very precise and exactly what needs to be done.
Julian Chua bit his bones at a wild card. That's where he saw Scrappy for the first time. Scrappy, when he decided I want to box, went to wild card, Said, yeah, who we sparring? Anybody? Cool, no problem. What's your background? Don't matter. And just would not leave. That's where he developed a relationship with Julian Chua. And they're now at Brickhouse and Scrappy. See, that's the kind of stuff that gets you. You get the blues.
Becomes a bit too cocky.
Yeah. But you still gotta have the respect.
Exactly. It becomes disrespectful. But, I mean, one day he's gonna find someone that he can't do that with.
I was like, do you want to go the heel route or do you want to be, which way do you want to go, right?
Yeah, that's where it becomes a little bit extreme. But if that's how he wants to come off, that's how he wants to come off.
Still a gentleman's sport. Respect your opponent.
Exactly. Everybody's putting their life on the line.
Yeah, and it's not like Padilla's avoiding you. He's in there mixing it up with you.
Right. I think that's that fine line that he has to figure out. In the last round, he was putting pressure with just presence. Now he's putting pressure with punches.
Work, gentlemen, work.
So I think he's gonna. I think he could finish this fight a lot faster this way.
Padilla is tough.
Padilla's game. But there's only so much punishment you can take. I like those little touch shots too that his trainer told him to give.
Those are the ones that add up.
Yeah. Whether he's banging hard, he's still touching.
A little higher, just a little higher.
He's getting a little bit tired now. Looks like Scrappy's kind of.
Good right hand.
Stop.
After going 3 times to the body, he's having fun.
Yeah, that was a setup, definitely. Unexpected. He's gonna do it again, looks like.
Combinations. Bodywork, blood from the nose of Padilla.
That was from that straight right hand. Just straight down the middle.
La campana of the bell, gentlemen.
Still looking. Padilla still looks unfazed though. Not phased at all.
Time.
Moving the microphone around. Our sound guy's doing a great job making sure the microphone's there, but I don't think the corner wants to hear. As Scrappy Ramirez jumps on him here and starts the 6th round.
Scrappy's using his angles nicely. And that's what his trainer means by move. He's gonna be on there, so you have to move your feet.
Work, gentlemen, work. Del mano. No, back. Stop.
Padilla can't afford to just keep his hands up. He needs to move his feet.
Yes. Good exchange. Scrappy and Zurdo are an interesting combination, right? It's like the movie Twins and Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
they get along well with each other.
Yeah, complete opposite personalities.
That was on the air.
And styles of fighting.
Ray Corona and Larry Reynolds on the ear. Let's go to the corner of Scrappy Ramirez.
Consecutive. Julian, Scrappy is very poised right now. What do you want him to do to finish this out?
I think that if he goes to the body a little bit more to set up a nice headshot, that'll work, you know. This kid can take a punch though, you know. But yeah, more body work, that'll set up a nice headshot, whether it's an uppercut.
No, stop.
We know he has a personality, but what do you think when he hang back on the ropes a bit?
I think he's just trying to entertain, you know. He's just trying to give a show, but I guess the crowd didn't like it, you know. But some people at home do, so he's who he is, you know.
And how's he feeling right now when you're talking to him in between rounds?
He's good. He's completely conscious of what's going on. He's understanding defensively what I want him to do and offensively what I want him to do. So he's completely here. He has his wits about him, and he's boxing well.
Thank you, Julian.
Young Julian Chua does a great job with his fighters at Brickhouse Boxing in North Hollywood, California. Right hand from Padilla lands.
That's one of the best shots Padilla landed so far.
Power punches through round 5. All Scrappy, 81 to 31 landed. I'm starting to see the wear and tear. not stop coming, Marlon. When you have a fighter like that, and you know to control the fight, you're like, dude, are you gonna stop?
Yeah, he's not stopping, and that's really Padilla's. He's not controlling the fight. He's letting Scrappy control the fight.
And it's been all Scrappy in our main event tonight.
Yeah, he needs to take a little bit more ownership in what's going on in the ring and not letting the fight happen for Scrappy.
Solid
La
shot
campana
landed
on
by
the bell,
Ramirez.
gentlemen.
Round is winding
No.
down. Our main event,
Stop.
Golden
Take a
Boy
step
Fight
back,
Night
los dos.
in Indio, California.
Time.
The shell. He wants him to counter off those shells and use his feet, which is exactly what he needs to do. Staying there with someone with speed and accuracy like Scrappy is not a good place to be.
But he is tough. Mitchell, last time he was against Buitrago, who was always a tough out.
There, like what he's doing now is exactly what his coaches not want him to do. Oh, there he goes. Moving. Catching and countering.
If Padilla had a little bit of pop, this could be a different fight.
Yes. If he kept fighting the way he's fighting right now, he's doing a really good job now listening to his corner.
Work. Del mano.
He's
Pull
working
it
out
out.
of the shell
There you
and
go.
moving his feet.
Scrappy does not stop. That motor keeps going.
No, Scrappy looks unbelievable.
But he's in great shape. They run Griffith Park. He's the guy that they told me that after he's done running, he'll run extra. He sprints. The uppercuts landing from Scrappy. I like that he's been going to the body too.
Yeah, he has great athleticism. You can just see it all the way around.
Now, when you talk to Scrappy, he will admit that, hey, I want to call out the champions. I want to take them on. He also knows he doesn't have the experience to take them on, but he won't shy away from it. He has no problem going on the B side and say, hey, I don't have that experience, but this is good for him right now.
Yeah, I think he needs more fights like this. You know, if he can't get Padilla out, it's going to show him a lot too that he still has a lot more to learn than he realizes.
Yeah, because if you're going Joshua Franco, if you're going to Maloney's, you're going to Japan, the elites in the 115-pound division, you got to show something.
Exactly.
More blood from the nose of Padilla. Hook from Padilla.
I think Padilla's kind of really figuring out what his coach is trying to tell him because he's fighting out of that shell, which is actually catching Scrappy.
And then Scrappy enters back with an uppercut to split the guard. Another uppercut from Ramirez.
Scrappy's not realizing that although he's winning and punching, that there's always something coming back.
No. Get off his head. Step back. Sorry.
I love the angles by Scrappy, though. I really do. I love the angles.
You see the progression in the young fighter.
Definitely.
La campana on the bell, gentlemen.
7 years ago.
Yeah, you couldn't tell. It looks like he's been boxing for at least 15 years.
Yeah, in this division, though, you can move quickly.
Tempo.
That's what he wants to do. The Golden Boy Fight Night always a fun show. But the Grand Marlene Esparza and Brandy Flores. Now we go to the 8th. Let's see what Scrappy has in the tank. Can he close out the show? He's been controlling the fight. But Marlene, it's not how you win. It's not if you win, how you win.
It's how you win. And he's doing a great job. If he's dominating so well, I want to see if he can get him out of there.
Especially when you've been talking all that trash about how I'm the new guy in the division, I'm this, I'm that.
Yeah. Or sitting on the ropes.
Yeah.
You gotta do extra now, Scrappy.
Like we said in the beginning, what was your line? You want to see him get in the water?
Yeah. Swim and don't get wet.
Is he doing that?
He's doing well.
He's a little wet.
He's getting a little wet, yeah. Getting hit. He's doing better at realizing things are coming back. But I want to see him get Padilla out of there. The way he talks.
Huh.
See, he just got wet right there, basically.
You heard the reaction action.
bad mistakes.
Padilla and Scrappy going back and forth. What's Padilla's corner saying, Brandy Flores?
Now let Scrappy get inside because he's too fast. And as you can see, he's trying that right now, but they also told him that just he knows what to do to just go do it. And so listening to his corner is what's going to save him right now.
Traba, del mano. Cuidado con la Evo.
Get a little rugged in there. You see Red Corona worrying about the elbows.
Yeah. You know, Scrappy looks amazing. I just,
Conditioning never a question.
I think it's just the personality that kind of like you want to see more, you want to see more.
Poquito más arriba, come on,
But,
no
but
harder.
he's doing an amazing job.
The body work and the combination, he definitely controlling his fight. Controlling Padilla. And across the way from us, you see Soto and Bernard Hopkins talking, and they both have their hands up throwing the punches.
Yeah, they're both feeling it. They both know it's tactical. That angle is beautiful. Like, he's making beautiful moves.
And Padilla's good at being able to roll with the punches, slipping them too.
Definitely. But because he's doing everything when he wants to do it, the question is, why aren't you getting him out of there?
La campana of the bell, gentlemen.
8th round, winding down. The main event here in Indio, California.
Hey, round 9, round 9.
You cared about
Great
me.
fight.
Scrappy fans right now, you love your guy. Get your boxing and chill ready to go here at 9th round.
Again, Scrappy's coach gave, he knows what's going on. He said make a statement and get him out of here. He knows what's going on and he knows what they need to do. So let's see what Scrappy can pull out.
As Julian Chua said, make a statement. Look, we know Scrappy, we like him.
Yeah, but his coach is a full understanding of, he has to prove a point given his personality.
There's some boos in the crowd?
Yes, there are.
And the Mexico chants are coming out for Padilla. And you hear the crowd turning to Padilla's side. He's not winning this fight, but the crowd's on his side.
Yeah, I don't know if they're more on his side or they're just not on Scrappy's side.
That's a great point right now. Let's look at the power punches through 8 rounds between Ramirez and Padilla, all on the side of Scrappy Ramirez. He's been controlling this fight from the opening bell. The first punch thrown was by Scrappy, the bigger punches by Scrappy. You see the top box numbers landed. The hook from Scrappy.
Nice hook. That really caught Padilla's attention. That's why he's shelling up.
This is what Golden Boy Fight Night is about. Oscar De La Hoya said he wanted to develop the fighters, give you a series during the middle of the week where you can watch fights, you can see these fighters in prime time.
And very entertaining fights, very good matchups. You're going to see wars. Definitely.
You got to pass the test, but how do you pass the test? Because if you want to be the Saturday night headliner, if you want to be the one all over the world on DAZN, you got to put out the show.
And boxing's not about throwing punches. It's about knowing when to throw the punches. Everything is tactical. Everything's a setup. And if you can't figure that out, then you don't desire to headline or be on a Saturday night fight.
You can want it, but you got to show you got to have the talent.
Exactly.
You've been there, done that already.
Took too long.
Good action here in the 9th round.
I think the crowd really picked up Padilla's energy.
Yeah.
No.
He's changed it after the 7th round when his corner said, stop hugging and just go after it. But it's just been all Scrappy tonight.
No, it's definitely Scrappy every round. But Padilla really, I feel like he got a second win from that crowd cheering him on.
Off his head. Get off his head. Great fight,
10th and final round. Scrappy Ramirez.
At this point, he's just gonna have to keep doing what he's doing and hope that he can catch him. Because I think he literally has pulled every tool he has out of his toolbox, but Padilla is not going down. I think it served him well to concentrate on the body. He's going a lot to the head, and that's really not getting the job done.
Padilla was knocked out in Spain.
Del mano.
As he said, a fight that I should not have taken, a fight that I shouldn't have signed. And when I got there, I knew I was done. I knocked out the first time. Like, that was the worst performance. After that, I got to change the outfit. But this one, he had a full cap. He came in tough, he came in game, but it's been all Scrappy Ramirez tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but again, if he wants to get him out, maybe he should concentrate on the body. Because you can't escape that. Apparently, Padilla could take those shots to the head. Haven't seen a lot of body work.
Total punches through 9, and it's all Scrappy Ramirez. He's approaching 700 punches starting this fight.
And the crowd is at war.
Yeah.
Just like in the ring.
You hear Scrappy, you hear Padilla, you hear Mexico. Halfway through the 10th and final round, could Scrappy put away the tough Luis Padilla? He's game. My goodness, this guy's tough. Scrappy's still bouncing on his toes. Good 1-2 upstairs. Scrappy with some blood in his mouth. Corazón que tiene Padilla. Scrappy right there with him.
Sí, tiene corazón, for sure. A lot of heart.
Scrappy lived in Honduras for a few years with the team. Honduras dad, Guatemala mom. He's tough. Less than a minute to go in the fight. First time Scrappy's going 10.
Yeah, and that's also good for Scrappy that he got those rounds in.
And he just took a peek at a big screen to see how much time is left. Big shot. He said, oh, you hear that? Ooh, that was for Scrappy, not me. Don't admire your work too much.
I mean, at this point, you've landed everything. You've hit him everywhere with the bottom of his feet. So it's just, we get it, but are you going to get him out of there?
No. That's a tough dude coming from Guadalajara, 22-year-old Luis Padilla.
Now I understand the silent assassin part.
Yeah.
La
Yeah,
campana
he's
del
not playing
bell,
around.
gentlemen.
He's not going to give up.
The Scrappy Ramirez came in tonight, the main event, controlled the fight, looked good, and they go the distance.
Beautifully done by Scrappy.
And the blood is flying right
Gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. And we do remind you, the winner of this fight will be crowned the new WBA Continental America Super Flyweight Champion. Here are the scoring totals. Fernando Villarreal scores it 100-90. Pat Russell and Damian Walton have it 99-91. All for your winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated, John Scrappy.
So Scrappy Ramirez stays undefeated. He wins a belt that can help him get into the rankings.